Hey, what's up, Street Talks? It's Eric from the Eric Street Photography blog. So, we are somewhere very interesting. We are on a cruise. So, we're at the Carnival Inspiration Cruise, and this is our room. And this next to me is my little towel friend. And so far, the cruise has been the most awesome experience. And a lot of people consider it quite lowbrow, but I'll tell you why it's awesome. So, rooms are pretty big. Bathroom's pretty big too. And let us go on a walking adventure. So what I love most about being on a cruise is the fact that it's almost, ironically enough, the most zen experience, because you know there's no internet connectivity on the cruise. You could really just kind of focus on yourself, and obviously all the foods and unlimited buffets are just kind of on fleek. There's seated nights where you can actually sit down at a fancy cocoa dinner, and not only that, but when it comes to the cruise ship, it almost feels like you're on a floating Vegas hotel. And I guess the closest way to experience a cruise, imagine like you're on a spaceship, but on water. And I've always been interested in space. I've always been interested in alternative ways of social living and interaction. So I think that's actually the thing that I've been enjoying most about being on a cruise. There's a gym on the cruise. There's unlimited coffee, which is pretty good. So Cindy, what have you been enjoying most on the cruise?
Unlimited coffee for sure. It's a nice way to disconnect, and there's also a lot of people watching that you can do. There's so many interesting characters on the ship, but also it's been fun to get to know the employees that work on the ship who come from all over too. Oh, this is
Yeah, it's actually been really cool. Like we met Tao, who's Vietnamese. And we've actually met a lot of people from Indonesia, from the Philippines, from other parts of Africa. And that's actually the thing that's really interesting and impressive about being on a cruise ship, is that you actually meet a lot of more multi-racial, multi-diverse people and places. And yeah, we go all the way up. And this is the thing that I was always curious about. This is just a random thing. If I lived my rest of my life on a cruise ship, would I go crazy? I don't think so, actually. And it's really nice because even being on a cruise ship, you're on the deck. It's like the ultimate view. Like imagine you're literally on the peak of a mountain, overseeing everything, and you're just thinking, this all belongs to me. There's a gym. I think maybe not. Let's go the other way. And actually, oh, so this is also my favorite hack when on the cruise. When you're having dinner, and you literally, it's like a fancy restaurant, you sit down and they give you a menu and nothing has prices because everything is essentially free. You could order as many steaks as you want. So I'll give you an example. Yesterday we had, before dinner, pre-game, we had 2 burgers, all meat, kind of like keto style, bacon, and then we went to dinner. We ordered a salmon, bass? Sea bass, and then we ordered 2 steaks and 2 prime ribs, and it was so good. And I'm thinking to myself, when have I ever had the opportunity to have unlimited steaks? Because you know, you go to buffets, you know, there's always like some sort of random like rib that you can cut out. Also, this is the top of the cruise ship, and you can see everyone just kind of sleeping, chilling, enjoying themselves. And also, this is the fun thing about being on a cruise. Everyone's in a really good mood because everyone's on holiday and kind of relaxing and stuff like that. And there's even a dance club. We went to the dance club last night, and then there was some A$AP Ferg and some other Nicki Minaj on the... Oh, so another thing that's really interesting is that I've been practicing shooting street photography on a cruise. And I always thought to myself, how would people respond if you shot street photography on a cruise? And it's almost like the same thing it is like shooting on land. And to me, shooting street photography on a cruise is fascinating because it's just, I mean, part of it is just like people having a good time, but also people eating at the buffets. There's ping pong balls, there's everything here. And it's a very unique experience because you have so many different people compacted in a very small space. And so you're just kind of interested in how people interact with each other. The funny thing is that because there's not really, I mean, there's Wi-Fi on board, but it's really expensive. So most people are actually spending more time with their loved ones. They're actually talking, making eye contact. They're having deeper conversations. And I think, generally speaking, strangers tend to be a lot friendlier. So I think I've actually been able to do a lot of street photography on the cruise ship. And not only that, but like kind of do like little model shoots with Cindy, which has actually been pretty fun. And not only that, but it's just extremely affordable. I think all things considered, it's about like $60 a day to be on a cruise ship, which includes your room and obviously all the different foods and stuff like that. And so yeah, so if you are interested on going on a cruise, I'll definitely recommend it. Use it as a chance to reflect. I think we're the only weirdos who have all our laptops and all of our devices, and we've actually been able to do productive creative work. Also for myself as a blogger, it's been really fascinating to not have internet connectivity, because this gives me a chance to think offline, thinking more about the future. I was playing more with Adobe InDesign, and hopefully we'll create more of these videos to keep you updated. Peace out. Oh yeah,
Bye-bye.
before, let's see the view.